Give me 2.
Good morning. It is Thanksgiving. It's that time of year where people eat food and celebrate a relationship that may have been okay to start out with, but boy, I don't know if it wasn't a long-term relationship. I'll say that. But hey, anytime you can get an excuse to get together and spend quality time with your family, isn't that nice? I mean, a lot of you out there, you probably got families you really enjoy. But really, this isn't about family. Who cares? This is about football. Who gives a shit? Football is what matters today. We got 3 games. We got the Lions, my Balls-all Lions, taking on the Detroit Bills. This is the second week in a row Detroit has hosted the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills are going to feel right at home since they've been here for 2 games. And will that make a difference? Will it make it easier for the Buffalo Bills to feel free and comfortable to be themselves today? We'll find out at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we got the Cowboys and the Giants at 4-ish. The Giants are falling apart. They never were as good as they look today. And then it's the nightcap. Vikings-Patriots, which should be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one very much. Hey, Chad. Hey, look, a turkey. Wait, no, it's just Govier. That's funny. Chad, you're funny. Happy holidays, buddy. Just Bob. Hey, buddy. How you doing, Bobo? You got big plans today? Tell me what you're doing, Bob. I'd love to know. Plausible Podcast, 2 L's, 2 Z's everywhere. You can find it.
Give me 2.
This is an opportunity for you to jump in, get some questions answered before kickoff at 12:30. And Mel, maybe a lot of you are actually driving right now, or maybe you've already arrived and you're at your location. Maybe you went there on Wednesday night. Maybe you've come home for the holidays. I know that last night's supposed to be the biggest bar night of the year. At least that used to be the case. I don't know if that's still the case or not, because I don't go to bars. I don't drink. I live that life, and I have no interest in ever going back to it. I just don't. But I assume a lot of you out there had fun last night. I hope you had a good time and you didn't get too blown out. I hope you don't have a hellish hangover right now. I really hope you're doing okay.
That's putting it mildly.
Because nobody deserves a hangover. As far as football, look, DFS-wise, I got a lot of thoughts about all 3 of these games. Chad says, big news for what could have been a shootout in Detroit for the first time since tearing his ACL in the Thursday night Thanksgiving game last year. Tre'Davious White will be active. Well, how about that? That is big news. That's good. That's great news for Buffalo. Round of applause for Tre'Davious White. Yay! Really happy for him. Bobo says, eat football, grandkids, eat more football. Good for you, buddy. Enjoy your day. I feel a little nauseous this morning, so that might limit my opportunity to pound a bunch of trash today, but I will do my best. Don't worry. I won't let you down when it comes to eating. You can lock that in, but you can take that to the bank. That's right. All right, so the Bills and the Lions, I'm looking at my DFS lineups here, and I'm excited because there's opportunity for growth. And I really feel like the Lions are going to lose, but the Bills, they just screw around so much that I feel there's a lot of opportunity for the Bills to blow this, but still win it. So I'm taking the points, I'm taking the 9.5, or if it's up to 10 now, I'd love to get 10 with the Lions. They'll give it all they got, but the Bills, they should crush them throwing the ball and beating the Lions defense. Remember what Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins did a few weeks back to the Lions D? That's what's going to happen here. Gabe Davis is going to fly. Stephon Diggs will exploit. And there should be a lot of yardage and fantasy points accrued by Diggs and Davis alone on the outside. And then you got Dawson Knox, who I'm thinking Knox is going to have his best game of the season. He's due. He's definitely due. It's time, Dawson Knox, to cash in. So I'm loving all the Bills' offensive players. And then James Cook is on the rise. And I got to tell you, I think he's a great DFS play because on DraftKings, he's cheap. And if you're looking to if you're playing the Classic today and you're looking to fill out your lineup with cheaper running backs so you can go heavy, because, Josh Allen is the most talented. He's the best quarterback on the board. So when I look at my Millie Maker lineup, which is the $1 million first prize today, only 3 games. So it seems like the odds are even better. Like, there's only 3 games. I'm sure I can make a winning $1 million lineup. That's a fallacy, first off.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah, that is putting it mildly, James. A lot of fallacies when it comes to this shit. No, Devin Singletary or Dameon Pierce. Here we go. All right. No one is the first to strike. And I was waiting for someone to strike with their roster decision. No one. Make sure you subscribe. Like the video, please. And thank you. Palazzo Podcast, 2 L's, 2 Z's.
Utah.
Yeah.
Give me 2.
This one is easy. You got to go Dameon Pierce. Because Devin Singletary is going to have competition now. James Cook is a threat. He really is. And Singletary might score 2 rushing touchdowns, but run the ball 9 times for 55 yards. If you're cool with that, then great. But Dameon Pierce is going to eat. He's going to eat a lot more. And you know that. So to me, I got to go Dameon Pierce just because he's the volume back in Houston. There are no opponents to his playing time. He's going to get the carries. Always has, always will. That's never going to change. So it's Dameon Pierce season. That's, to me, is a pretty easy call. Although Singletary could have a good game today. I'm not going to dismiss that. He's playing the Bozo Lions. My Bozo Lions, they suck. Way to go, Lions! You suck!
Wow, dude.
Yeah, wow, dude. So there it is. Houston Texans, they will. This is a Sunday. I'm really focusing on today, but we can talk Sunday as well because it is week 12 in the NFL, and we're running out of weeks. They're so precious. There's so few. I'm going to miss it. But the Texans are at Miami, and Kyle Allen is going to be the new starting quarterback for the Texans.
Troll toll.
Yeah, you got to pay the troll toll if you want to play Kyle. You want to play Kyle Allen. You got to pay the troll toll.
Troll toll.
No one says, okay, thank you. Anytime, no one. Great to have you here. If you ever need help, the Discord link is free, and you can talk football 24/7 in there. We got me and a bunch of the best in the biz. Not just professional analysts. We got great regular players who just know their shit. They do. So come on in the Discord. Do yourself a favor this Thanksgiving and treat yourself. You know, if it's Black Friday and you plan on going crazy on some items, how about a free? That's right. You get free access to the Discord. The Palazzo Discord, 2 L's, 2 Z's.
Utah. Give me 2.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to join the Discord? Boy, it's really hard to sing like Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. They have high voices. Chad says Pierce even more carries with Kyle Allen at quarterback. Yeah, that's very possible, Chad. Exactly. My sentiments exactly. Yes, thank you. So there you go. So there you have it. All right. Woohoo, yippee. All right, so on the Lions side, Jamal Williams, I know he had 3 touchdowns rushing against the Giants on Sunday, and DeAndre Swift is a guy who's just so brittle, and it's a short week too, so how can you trust Swift in DFS today? It certainly looks like it's Jamal Williams' world, you know? He was removed. Swift was removed from the injury report, okay? But DeAndre Swift hasn't had double-digit carries since week 1. Week 1! That's very, very, very frustrating. And if you look at the game since he come back from injury, week 8, 5 carries, 6 yards. Week 9, 2 carries, 10 yards. Week 10, 6 carries, 6 yards, and a touchdown. 5 carries, 20 yards, and a touchdown last week. So it looks like he made progress by giving him 20 yards. But Jamal Williams is the workhorse back this season, and Dan Campbell's made a conscious effort, even though DeAndre Swift is the more talented running back. But that doesn't matter. It's not about talent. It's about production and results. Jamal Williams produces more, and he's the workhorse. So maybe he'll break one off on one play. He'll be fired up. It's Thanksgiving. I can see Swift having a good game. Of course I can. He's DeAndre Swift. He's incredible. But I don't know how you can trust it in DFS. I'd rather play James Cook. Though DeAndre Swift is reasonably priced on DraftKings, so it does. I mean, he's $5,600. But you could play Jamal Williams for $300 more, and it's worth it. Or you go with James Cook, who's $4,400. That's a great value, and then you can fill in the gaps elsewhere. So that's how I see it. Brian's here. Brian Pereira says, I'm 6-5, while 4 of my losses have been 10 points and under. Should I make moves or stay the course? Wide receivers are George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave is incredible, A.J. Brown, and Justin Watson, I assume. That's a hell of a... Those four right there, Pickens, Lamb, Olave, and Brown. You're golden, man. You're golden. You're 6-5. You're probably going to make the playoffs, right? You win this week. You're 7-5. You get in. All you got to do is get in. Everybody knows the fantasy playoffs are an ultimate crapshoot in football. It's a total joke. It's a free-for-all. It's the ultimate troll job. The fantasy football playoffs are the ultimate troll job.
Troll toe.
So get in and win. That's it. That's all you need to do. And I love those four wide receivers. And you look at the playoff matchups for those four wide receivers. Let's see. What does Pickens have as a playoff matchup starting in Week 15? George Pickens and the Steelers. They've got at Carolina. Pretty enticing. Las Vegas at home and then at Baltimore. That's a pretty good playoff matchup right there. I like all three of those matchups. Though I do admit, Carolina's defense is underrated. They can cause problems. You saw what they did to the Ravens last week. You've seen what they've done to the Bucs this year. The Panthers' defense is usable a lot of weeks. But I still like that matchup, and especially the Vegas matchup would be the semifinals in Week 16. So I like that for George Pickens, who's a guy I already like a lot. No reason to get rid of him, in my opinion. Then CeeDee Lamb and the Cowboys. They got at Jacksonville, home against Philly, and at Tennessee. Yeah, that's a little tougher. A little bit of a tougher matchup. And if you wanted to sell high on CeeDee Lamb, I wouldn't be mad at you. I'm not mad at you. If you feel it's better to move on from CD, get some value now, go for it. I got no beef with that at all. No beef. And then A.J. Brown. James Brown is dead. Boop, 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 boop. You guys remember that song? Some of you are younger, you might not, but it was a stupid song. It was like a dance. It was like a techno song. James Brown is dead. Boop, 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 boop. A weird song. All right, so Week 15, A.J. Brown and the Eagles are at Chicago. That's money. Then they're at Dallas. That's not good. And then they're home against New Orleans. Ooh, at Dallas in the semifinals. Remember that, folks. Any Eagles you have in the semis, they're at Dallas. And that defense is to be feared. That does concern me a little bit, especially if you got Jalen Hurts and you're rolling with him in the playoffs. Man, I do have Jalen Hurts in one league that I'm really wanting to win. That does bum me out. There's no trades in that league either, so I can't get off Hurts. I do have Trevor Lawrence as my backup. Would it be crazy to play Trevor Lawrence over Jalen Hurts in the fantasy playoffs? Could you imagine it? Could you? I could. Because the Jags, Week 15, they've got Dallas at home, which sucks. Then they're at the Jets, which sucks. And then they're at Houston, which is great. But, man, that sucks. The Jags playoff matchups are pretty brutal. Dallas at home and at the Jets the first 2 weeks. And I'm supposed to get through that gauntlet to savor a Week 17 matchup with the Texans? No way. That is not going to happen.
Damn!
Yeah, that's a bogus playoff schedule for the Jags. I think I'm going to have to move off Lawrence and some other Jags because that schedule is bad news Bears. Ew. God. I think I'm going to have to break out of Coors after that.
Coors, the banquet beer.
Wait a minute.
Coors, the banquet beer.
Coors, the banquet beer? Yeah, it's pretty good. So who's drinking Busch today? Who's drinking Coors? What's the beer of choice at your local family situation today for Thanksgiving? You guys high class, highfalutin beer drinkers? Is somebody a beer maker? They're going to bring over their own personal stash because they love making beer. Look what I've made today. It's got a lot of hops in it. Yummy.
This right here is a silver bullet, all the way from Colorado.
That's right. Silver Bullet comes all the way from Colorado. Chad says, while the Cowboys have the checks, notes, holy crap, the number one pass D, they are a middling run D, so Hurts' floor is probably safe enough. Yeah, I do remember how terrible Hurts played last year, by the way. You remember that? I remember the game at Dallas, and everybody was really getting on Nick Sirianni and the Eagles because the play calling was just pass, and Hurts didn't do anything. But Eagles have come a long way in a year, I'll say that. Just Bob says 14 years sober. Woo-hoo! Hell yeah, buddy! My man! Good for you, brother. Good for you. I love that. Love you, bud. Love you, Just Bob. Malaki 1476, welcome to the show, Malaki. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button today, please. Pick 3, Gabe Davis, Michael Pittman, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper. Easily, Davis. Sure. Oh, boy. I do like Pittman. I like Pittman now. I think I'll go Pittman because Matt Ryan's back in the fold. And then, Keenan Allen, he looked good. He's okay. Mike Williams got hurt, not Allen. So I'm probably going to go the first 3, Davis, Pittman, Allen. Amari Cooper, the Browns and what happened in that game against the Bills, that was all late. Somehow, Brissett threw 3 touchdown passes and ended up with a great-looking stat line against the Bills. But that was all garbage time. It was pure luck, total luck. I can't rely on luck when I'm playing Amari Cooper. It sucks. I know Deshaun Watson's on the brink of returning here. He's a total douchebag, but no, the Browns are playing the Bucs. I'm not dealing with Cooper. No Cooper. I'm out on Cooper this week. Sorry. And Nick Watts is here. Jefferson for Waddle and Connor? Yes. 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 Yes.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah, that is putting it mildly. Hell yeah, right now. Do it now. Do not look back. Make that trade immediately. I'm all for it. You're getting Jefferson, giving up Waddle, who is the second fiddle. He's really, really good, but he's still second fiddle to Tyreek Hill. And James Conner's an afterthought to me. He might have a decent second half, but no, I'm not interested in it. The Cardinals are a mess, and they're frauds, and I am not interested in them at all.
We're going to get all in your face and point out your faults.
Woody the Badger is here. What's up, Woodman? Pollard or Olave in flex PPR? Oh, man, that's a good one. Pollard was so good this last week. I hate chasing a guy who has like one of the best games ever. I really don't like doing that. But Olave had a good week last week as well. So both of these guys are coming off solid, excellent performances. And it's a question of matchups. And Cowboys are taking on the Giants. The Giants are depleted, and the Giants are going downhill. They're toast. They overachieved, and they got a lot more out of themselves than they ever would have imagined. The Giants season, to me, is toast. That's it. So the Giants are trash. Pollard seems like the play, and New Orleans is at San Francisco. That's a tougher matchup. So I guess I got to go Pollard, but Zeke will play. And Olave is up and down. Olave had 5 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown last week, but he hadn't scored since week 5. And the targets have been hit or miss. So I think I go Pollard. It's the better matchup this week, but I love Olave. I love Olave. Just know that, please, okay? Jamie says, so sleepy. Yeah, go to sleep, Jamie. Good night. Jacob says, Singletary or Gibson PPR? Shit. That's a really tough one. Singletary by nose, but really flip a damn coin. I don't see a massive difference this week between both those guys because, Gibson gets the opportunities at times, but then Brian Robinson's still in the fold. Brian Robinson, by the way, last week was a huge buzzkill for me. He let me down so much. One week it looks like it's Brian Robinson's backfield, and then Gibson has 18 carries against the Texans. It's a real pain in the ass for me. Very, very annoying. And then he catches balls. So in PPR, it's nice. Gibson's become the McKissick, really, for them as well. But, shit. The Lions defense sucks. But James Cook is a threat. I don't know. Flip a coin. Seriously, that's a tight one. That's too close to call. Too close to call. I don't know what to do with that one. I'm freaking out. So I'm no genius. Genius. Gabe Davis or Michael Pittman rest of the season? Gabe Davis. Boom. Done. Lock it in. There's still a lot to unlock there. I love Gabe Davis this week, and I think he's going to finish the season strong going forth from this moment. Gabe Davis. Though Pittman does have Matt Ryan back, like I said, that is positive. That does excite me. But if I'm forced to choose, I got to go with Davis. He's so fast. And he's got good enough hands. It's not like he has bad hands. This has all been practice for Gabe Davis for this game today. All the things that have happened this season, they're all building up. They were just practice.
We talking about practice.
Yeah. So I like Gabe Davis rest of the season. Jamie says Gallup gets a touchdown today. I'm not buying it, but I could see it happen. Singletary or Perrine? Perrine? Samaji Perrine or Perrine? Actually, I got to look that up on the pronunciation. Mixon's not going to play, so I'm going to go Perrine because I think Mixon's out. He's not going to play. Concussion. He's going to sit this one out. They can get by without him. So I'm going Samaji. I will. Chad says, so who's rocking the Bryce Perkins, Ben Skronik stacks this week? Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it. You madman. Jacob Anders here. What's up, Jacob? Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. Make sure you subscribe and follow. Connect with us. Like this video today. Do me a favor. It's Thanksgiving. Subscribe. I put the Discord link in the live chat for Palazzo Podcast Discord link. 2 L's, 2 E's. We talk football, baseball.
Utah.
All
Give me 2.
day long, 24/7, 365. So when we're not on the air, get in the Discord. And, of course, you can comment on this video, and we can interact and talk about stuff. Jacob says, I need a wide receiver 3. Zay Jones, Darnell Mooney, Drake London, or Deontay Johnson. Boy, that's tough. You want to say Drake London, but you can't trust Mariota. So you just can't. You can't. London's probably the talent of all those names. Deontay Johnson doesn't deliver. He's got Kenny Pickett. And Justin Fields he's probably not going to play, right? He might be in big, big trouble. So, boy, this is a tough one. This is a great question because these are some options. I like Zay Jones a lot. I use Zay Jones in DFS a lot because he's a cheap wideout that you can get. Justin Fields has that separated shoulder and a partially torn ligament, and I don't think he's going to play. He's not going to play. It just ain't going to happen, right? So Trevor Siemian is going to start for the Bears. That could be good news for Darnell Mooney. So I might go Mooney here, actually. I really might. I think I'm going Mooney by a hair. Though if I had to put them in order, I would do Mooney, Deontay. Mooney's number 1 for me. I feel very good about that. So at least I can say that with a clear conscience. I feel total confidence in that respect. But to me, it's Mooney and then Zay Jones. Yeah, I think Zay Jones. There you go. Mooney, Zay Jones, London, Deontay. The Colts pass defense is pretty good. They can really limit the pass. So I don't love playing Deontay this week. Pirina. Really? I didn't know that's how you say that. Pirina. Thank you, Chad. Felipe Del Rio, what's up, my man? Welcome to the show.
Utah.
2 L's.
Give me 2.
2 Z's. Give me 2 here on the Palazzo Podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. The Discord link is free in the live chat here. Go check out that link. Felipe Del Rio, make sure you subscribe to our show here. We'd love to have you guys. We love talking football. Edwards or Drake? And Palmer or Allen? Well, are we confident that Gus Edwards is going to play this week? Because I'm not so sure that's the case. Mr. Drake really let me down last week. That was a big, big bummer, man. I thought Drake would have a great game. I know that Edwards did practice Wednesday, but I'm not so sure that he's going to be a factor. They're at New Orleans. They're at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's defense against the run, it can be exposed at times, but it's also better against the pass. So I think I like Drake. Gus Edwards, to me, he's too banged up. I just can't trust that he's healthy. And his running style and the way Gus Edwards plays, it just makes him prone to re-injuring himself. So I'm going to go Drake. I'd rather have Drake. And then Palmer or Allen? Josh Palmer is definitely a part of this offense. But Keenan Allen showed that he was back. Had a solid game, like 5 catches, 94 yards. And he's only going to get more acclimated to the offense as they go forth. But Josh Palmer is not going anywhere. That's what's exciting. So I kind of want to say Palmer. I really do. I like the rapport that he and Herbert have. And, you know, Allen's going to get that rapport back. There's no doubt about it. And they play at Arizona, which is a great matchup. Man, I'm going to say Palmer. I am. Until Keenan Allen shows us that he's all the way back and dominates, I'm going to go with Palmer for now. Yeah, I know. But, you know, you can't trust everything you hear, though, on the internet.
Can't trust it.
Just remember that, okay? Chad says, closest I could get to phonetics. Well done. You nailed it, Chad. You did. Jamie says, London gets the boost with Pitts being gone, though, now. No, but Mariota's still throwing the ball, dude. It doesn't matter. That's the problem. Mariota's got to go. It's over. I loved Mariota. I believed this season, but I'm not believing anymore. I am not doing that. All right, so Chad says, I'm dumb. I should have said, like, Ryan Sandberg. Ryan Sandberg. Felipe says, thanks, brother. I subscribed. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, Felipe, you have a great holiday, my friend. Thanks for being here. Let's give that man a shout out. You deserve it, Felipe. That's for you, bud. Happy holidays. Godspeed. Zero Destroyer. What a sweet name, man. That's intense. Okay, Zero Destroyer. Hey, what's up? Should I go with Chiefs D or Cowboys D? Well, Zero Destroyer, the Chiefs D. It's funny that you'd rather play the Chiefs D over the Cowboys D, because to me, this is a no-brainer. You play the Cowboys D. The Giants suck. Daniel Jones has small hands. They're hemorrhaging injuries. Wandale's toast. They got nothing left. Now, I know that probably means, I know the NFL probably means that the Giants are going to pull off some miracle today against Dallas, but I'll have to see it to believe it. Dallas D, don't think twice, Zero Destroyer. Subscribe, Zero here. Like our video. Have a great Thanksgiving, Zero. And jump in the Discord for free. I popped the link in there once. I'll do it again. Boom, there it is. We talk football, baseball, sports, food, streaming, 24 hours a day, 365. So pop in there, and when we're not in the air, have some fun. Just Bob says, yeah, that bug makes it sound like a Metallica song. Huh, that's interesting. Chad says, London's issue isn't Mariota. Ooh, what is it, Chad? Sounds like a teaser. With no other target, he's going to be double and triple teamed. That's also a good point. Well thought. Well thought out, Chad. Smart man. Zero Destroyer says, okay, man, thanks. Happy Thanksgiving. Zero. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my good man. And may all your dreams come true.
Don't be that guy.
And don't be that guy who gets shit-faced at Thanksgiving and annoys everybody. And he got that stinky alcoholic breath. You're like, oh, God, that reeks. And it smells so bad. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. But we know someone's going to be that guy. Somewhere across America today, someone's going to be that guy.
No way.
So there it is. Good to have you here, Zero. We had some new. It's always great to get these new people popping in. I love answering questions, and this week's going to be a lot of fun. I got to get to work on my DFS lineups, though, so I'm going to bounce here momentarily. Just wanted to get on the air, talk about today's games. Like I said, I like the Lions to cover, to lose. The over is huge, by the way. It's 54.5 points. That's a lot of points in an NFL game. Makes me want to take the under, but the Lions' defense is so bad that the Bills, they should fly high. But the problem with the Bills is they play down to their competition. They do. You know that. Don't you? So we got that. And then with the Giants, to me, they're toast. They're just toast. They got way more out of the season than you ever could have imagined. And now the worst part of the season is officially underway. There's no going back now. They suck, and they're going to have to deal with sucking for the rest of the season.
We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked.
That's the Giants now. It is. So the Cowboys should dismantle them. And sometimes it just looks that easy, and then it doesn't happen. The NFL will screw you 7 ways from Sunday. They always do. Never just buy into a narrative just because you think it's going to work out. Because these teams are still professional teams, and the Giants are going to try. So, there's a part of me who wants to take the Giants and the 10 points, but I'm not doing it. I probably won't bet on the points on that one. I do like the under. I think under's at 45.5 for the Cowboys and the Giants. I do like the under, I think, because I think the Giants will not score, and the Cowboys will put up enough points, but it'll keep it under. Somewhere like maybe like a 31-10 game. We'll make the under a reality. And then the nightcapper, I love the under. Vikings-Pats should be a grinder. It should be a grinder. I really expect that. The under is 42.5, and I love the under. I really do. I think it's going to be a battle of the minds where Belichick knows Cousins. He knows what to do to him, and he's going to try to limit Justin Jefferson from ever existing, and Dalvin Cook and company, everybody else around Justin Jefferson. I don't like Justin Jefferson tonight. I'm not going to play him. I feel like this is what Belichick does. I know he does this. He's going to take the one thing that the Vikings do well and take it away from him. And you might say the Vikings have a lot of weapons, so there's not one thing that they do well. And I'll give you that, but they shut down Jefferson and they force Cousins to go to Hawkinson, to go to Thielen, feels like Thielen's declining a little bit. And then Dalvin Cook's the key. That could be the other thing. But the problem is the Vikings never commit to the run. They never give Dalvin like 25 carries this season. And let's look at the amount of carries each week that Dalvin's had, he has not been fed like the badass that he once was or we think he is. He's hit 20 carries 3 times this season, exactly on the number. He's never gone over 20 carries. He had 20 carries opening week, then he had 20 carries in week 4, and he had 20 carries in week 8. Dalvin Cook is a very talented running back. But I feel like Belichick's going to try to force them to feed Dalvin Cook here. And that's going to be a slower game and a grinder. So I see the Thursday night special being a slow, downtrodden affair, if you will. Okay? Okay. All right, well, I got to go. I would love to stay on and talk forever, but I got to work my own DFS lineups. I want to try to win $1 million. Can I win $1 million? I came on here Thanksgiving Day to try to make a difference in your life because I love you all. Jamie says, Olave is the leader of all rookies. Surpass Wilson is second. Does Olave get 1,000 yards? I think Olave will get 1,000 yards this year. Both those guys are Ohio State products. We are just 48 hours away. Actually, 48 hours and 24 minutes from the game. Ohio State, Michigan. I went to Michigan. I love Michigan. It's the game. This is a huge game. This is the biggest game since 2006. And both teams are undefeated. This is a massive contest. Can't wait for that game. Jamie says Olave is, wait, we already said that. You're repeating yourself. Okay. All right, there it is. I can't wait for the game Saturday. I'm going to be live with some friends. We're going to be rooting for Michigan. They're on the road. They haven't beat Columbus in Columbus since the year 2000. That's right. The year 2000. I remember that. Drew Henson was the quarterback, and we beat their ass. It was like 38-26. We rolled up Ohio State in 2000. I remember I lived at Cedar Village at Michigan State at the time. I wasn't actually going to Michigan State, but I lived at Cedar Village just because I said I wanted to live there, I guess, because that's like the ultimate party zone. That's the place where couches were burned and the riots used to happen back in the late 90s and the early 2000s on Michigan State's campus. So I lived there. I threw a fish aquarium out the window one night. We were on the 3rd floor. That was not smart. I will tell you, for the record, the aquarium was empty, so no fish were harmed in that tossing. Zero Destroyer's back. I'm back. LOL. Forgot to ask you, Jeff Wilson or Pollard? It's Pollard. I mean, it's got to be Pollard, right? The Giants suck. But the Texans suck too. That's a good one. That's a real good one. Touchdowns will be scored. And this is Thanksgiving. And America loves Thanksgiving.
This is America, Jack.
You got to go Pollard in the end by a hair. But I think Jeff Wilson's probably the better play because we know Mostert might have this injury now. He might be iffy for this Sunday. The Texans' run defense is horrendous. It's probably Jeff Wilson by a nose this week. Pure matchup-wise, it's Jeff Wilson. It is. But Thanksgiving, feeling it. Tony Pollard had a really good game last week. Yeah, I'm going Wilson. Yeah, I'm locking it in. Jeff Wilson over Pollard. Zeke is going to be active. That does make it a problem. It does. It presents a problem for Pollard because it could be putting his opportunities and his touches at risk. And it looks like Jeff Wilson will have the full load against Houston on Sunday. So, yeah, I'm going. That's a good call. I'm glad you brought that up, Destroyer. Good call. All right, appreciate it, man. You got it, Zero Destroyer. Remember, the Discord link is free. Click on that, and you can ask questions on Sunday morning. I work at FTN as well. I do a DFS show. FTN's got some great deals going on for Black Friday, and, I mean, it's really, really, really good stuff, okay? If you play DFS, if you play season long, we got you covered at FTN. FTN rules. Go to FTNFantasy.com, FTNDaily.com, or FTN Bets. My bets are rolling. College football. It's one of the biggest weeks of the year. If you want to get access to my college football plays, go to FTNBets.com. Sign up for a prescription. Sign up for a prescription to cure all your betting ails. Now, use my promo code MJ Govier. G-O-V and Victor I-E-R. Use that promo code. We got really, really good deals going on right now with, I think it's a package where all the access to FTN fantasy stuff is currently available, so you can see it right now. We also got 3 free day trial. If you go to FTNDaily.com, 3 free day trial, and then you can sign up after that because you'll want to once you get access to all the tools for DFS for all sports and betting. Use my promo code MJGovier. G-O-V as in Victor, I-E-R. Please and thank you. FTN is growing fast, and there are so many talented people there. If you're a bettor, if you're a DFS player, or you're a season long, we got you covered all three ways. It's no bullshit, okay? It's the real deal. So I just want to make you guys aware of that. FTN has been really good to me so far. I love working there, and I hope you guys can make the most of it. Don't forget, have a happy Thanksgiving. And don't be that guy who gets shit-faced.
Don't be that guy.
Because, you're just going to ruin everybody else's time. All right, have a great DFS Thursday. I hope your season-long shit goes down. And we'll be seeing you soon. Zero Destroyer says, appreciate it, man. Zero, great to meet you. So glad you're here. Jaybird, go Lions. Sure, why not? We'll see what our bozo Lions do. I'm a Metro Detroiter for those of you that don't know me. I live in that area. And born and raised, and the Lions have always been trash, and they always will be. Palazzo Podcast on Twitter, 2 L's, 2 Z's. And, of course, all the social medias and the Discord. It's 2 L's, 2 Z's. I'm going to turn it over now to my main man, Al Pacino. He's going to send us off and fire us up for football Thursday and football this weekend. Michigan, Ohio State. I'm going to think of that rivalry while I watch Al Pacino here. Send us off in style. Football Thursday. Live it up. Pound the turkey. Throw mashed potatoes in the air. And kiss your grandma on the cheek like you never have before. Bye-bye, everybody!
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that itch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face. Now, I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. That's football, guys. That's all it is. Now, what are you gonna do?